Blacklist 11 is Big Lou. But you don't have to worry for this guy. He is really, really easy. He's, quite possibly the easiest Blacklist member. So, as you can see, we got the new RX-8 from the last Blacklist member. It's not as good as our Supra, though, unless you want some handling, but trust me, the Supra's fine. We're going to use the Golf. We're probably going to sell the Golf. Strip it and sell it, just like we have been. And we're going to use the Supra as our race car. Alright, so win a few races. It's really not that hard. It's the same old drill over and over and over again. And Big Lou will make his entrance in his disgusting Tiger Eclipse. He's really, really slow also, so you shouldn't really have to worry about anything. Alright, so you really don't have to worry too much about your driving skills on this one. Just pretty much drive through and you'll win. He does not know how to drive. He cannot corner very well. He slows down a lot on all the corners. If he does get in front of you, don't worry, because he won't be there for long. Even minor collisions won't affect it that much. And see there, he slowed down a lot for a car that he could have easily avoided, and you could easily overtake him. Shortcuts aren't as big of a issue in this race. The one thing you want to worry about if you are using the Supra is it doesn't handle well off-road at all. So when you're turning on some of these turns like this, you really need to keep control of your car at all times. The highway is where you can really get some ground on him, because his car is not fast at all. The Supra or the RX-8, whichever one you picked, is easily faster than his Eclipse. Now this turn here, you want to really be careful because you have a lot of speed from the highway, and you can't go up on the side rails. So you want to slow down on that turn right before the finish line. Like we've said before, it's always a good idea to save a little bit of NOS for any time that you would happen to crash, because it's good for recovering. As you can see there, like we've said before with the Supra, it does flip easily. It's got a big tendency to flip. So again, slow down a lot on the turns. If you can drift, put it into a slight drift, by a 45-degree angle drift, and you should be fine. Now, if he does happen to having to catch up to you, just keep your cool, stay driving, don't freak out or anything. It's not going to be hard. If he does pass you, like I said, he won't be there for long. And by looking back, you can easily block his pathway of getting through. And like I've said, he is terrible at driving his car, and he crashed back there. He spun out on the grass, which pretty much proves that he's not that good of a driver. All of Big Lou's races are circuits, so they do take a little while, but none of them are really all that hard. Remember to slow down here. Turn it into a drift if you want to, but you do need to lose some speed. Alright. The second race is a longer 3-lap circuit. It's pretty much the exact same race you just did, just backwards. It's just as easy. You don't need to worry at all. I'm only going to show you 2 laps of it because of time limits, and mainly because it's really you shouldn't have much trouble on it, so I'm not going to show you the whole race. Alright, as you can see with the Supra, it's pretty much a Mustang, but it's light, so it doesn't have, so that's a pretty bad combination with the handling of a Mustang and the lightness of, well, a Supra. It will slide if you go over bumps like that. Mattress is also good with, it's also pretty good for straightening your car out. If you're sliding, it pretty much puts a direct forward motion onto your car and will straighten your car out in most cases. On this diamond shaped section of the road, it's always good to take to turn at the first intersection, then turn at the second one, because then you'll have a longer straightaway to gain speed. And look at that, he crashed again on a simple corner. Alright, here is a big shortcut. You just want to make sure you stay in the center because it is a pretty dangerous shortcut. There's a lot of walls and buildings sticking out, so you want to stay in the center on that shortcut. Again, you have the same types of shortcuts as you did in the last race, so make sure you take them. Alright, again on these turns you're going to want to slow down and just take it slow. I normally don't recommend nitrosing around curves, but if they're curves that you can handle, like these, then it's really not a problem. Alright, again, on this triangle, it doesn't matter which way you're going, you always want to turn at the first intersection, and then, so then you can go straight on the second one, because it gives you a bigger straightaway, like I said. But I just wanted to make sure that you realize that it's not just on this race, it's on any race that involves that gas station area. Alright, you want to look out on the walls, because sometimes there's edges that will catch you that really they shouldn't catch you at all. Like what happened back there on that wall where I suddenly stopped. That's pretty much it shows that it's a good idea to not just ride along the walls. They can really mess up a race if it's a close race. Luckily, Big Lou is a pushover, so it shouldn't be that hard. Even if you do hit a couple of walls, it won't affect you much if you're a good driver. Alright, you're almost finished, so I'm going to go ahead and stop the video now and go on to us getting the markers. This third lap shouldn't be that hard at all. Alright, so like I've said, you want to choose the two markers that you didn't choose the last time, the two opposites of what the pink slip was, and you should get it. It's pretty much a guarantee. So for us, it's on the left. So on the next Blacklist, we're going to pick the one in the middle and the right.